Hi Year 6, hope you're okay. Mr Barker and Mrs O'Riordan have set you a coding challenge and you will have a link that takes you to this page that you can see right now, and I'm just going to help you through and help you work through the instructions of how to do your challenge and hopefully then to make your challenge a little bit harder. So when you click on the link, you will get to this screen and you will see, if you can see my mouse, here's a list of all the things that you will go through, and here is your challenge. You are going to be creating a colour sequence. Okay, so when you read the next bit, it is going to be about starting and opening a new Scratch project, but make sure when you do it that you do the online one here, because the offline one is a bit more for teachers. So if we ever wanted to print off your challenge or have a look at what you've done, then we can do that. Okay, so you'll click on this one, a new one, and then you will be able to get started. Once each section, where it says over here, once these sections are completed, this box here will become highlighted so you know that you have done that section. So if there's any that aren't, you may have missed a section that you might need to go on to. Okay, so next bit. Your challenge is to choose a character first of all, and it's all about a bit of a dancing challenge. Okay, so I think there are quite a few different characters for you to choose from, and in this example here, as you can see, it's a lovely ballerina. Beautiful. So once you've picked your character, remember this arrow tick here, sorry, will get highlighted, so you know you've done that bit. So your game should use a different number to represent each colour. So 1 is red, 2 is blue, 3 is green, and 4 is yellow. Then you'll move on to the next bit about giving your character costumes, and you will be able to pick here, making sure that the costumes you pick are in the same order as that list. Okay, it does tell you, so you have to read very, very carefully. I'm not going to read it all for you because you need to read it so you understand it. So you need to make sure you're following these instructions. Okay, and then we move on to the shape tools and the colour shape tools for your costumes. And then we move down. Okay, so then we've got to add a list for storing the random sequence of colours that the player has to remember. This game is all about challenging your memory, okay? And that will become very clear as you set your colours and you set your costumes. Okay, so I'm sure we already know this because we're very good at our coding, that a list is called a sequence when it comes to coding. Okay, so make sure that you're reading this bit about your sequence and what you need to do. And again, once you've done this bit, this box here will become highlighted. Okay, so once you've set your lists and lots of new code blocks, okay, you will see a screen like this. Okay, and here is the empty list that should be visible for you. Okay, right, moving down. So it does talk about how you add your code to the character, and there's your little character. And then, vital, you need to test it. Okay, making sure, as it says here, that each time you click the flag, a random number between 1 and 4 gets added to the list. So as long as you read down these instructions and follow them, you will be able to create your memory game, and you will be able to keep it in order, and hopefully it'll run very, very smoothly. Okay. And we're going down a bit further. So You need to keep reading each section, basically working through this list of instructions. So as you work through it, your game will build and your game will become more difficult and more challenging, and the sequences will become more and more challenging to remember and longer. So also adding a sound. Okay, so all of these sections that you need to do and need to add on, as long as you follow down that list, you will be able to create your memory game, okay? Also, once we've done this bit and adding a sound, let's have a click. It will again, step-by-step instructions of what to do and how to move on. Repeat the sequence, so we'll move on to that. Next bit, so we repeat the sequence, moving down, follow those instructions all the way down. This is a big one. Ooh, levels.